Yeah, we're on break. Yeah. So I'm gonna just, I'll have a little snack. Yeah, maybe some pretzels. Yeah. Pretzels are making me thirsty. We're not on break. We're on right now. We're on right now. Okay. Okay, well, hey, first grade, let's get to work. Math lesson 84. Oh, these pretzels are making me thirsty. Math lesson 84. You can, of course, do your fact practice. And that can be for 2.5 minutes, and then we'll say switch. Our next time together, we will do subtracting 4s and 3s as an assessment. Woohoo! But now we're going to talk about writing 2 and 3 numbers, writing 2 and 3 digit numbers in expanded form. Okay, lesson 84. And this, does anybody know the word expand? Expand. Has anybody heard that before? Okay, I like this lesson because the word expand means to stretch it out. And it reminds me of a Bible story. Do you remember when we met King Eglon and Ehud, and how Ehud had a secret message from God? Every time I think of expanded form, I kind of think of King Eglon because the Bible tells us he was a fat king. So much so when Ehud gave him or delivered the secret message from God that his the blade of his sword got lost because he was so fat. He was expanded. He was stretched out. King Eglon was expanded form. And we're going to talk about expanded form in this lesson, okay? Let me show you a picture. We've been practicing telling numbers for pictures, okay? What number will we write to show what we have written, or drawn rather, in this picture? You might see, what do you see? How many 100 flats? 3. How many 10 sticks? 2. How many units? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this picture shows what number? 327. And we can write that number in expanded form by writing. When we expand it, we're going to stretch it out. We're going to see 300 as its own number, plus 20 as its own number, plus 7. So here he is regular, here he is in expanded form. We stretched him out. Let's try another one. If you saw this picture, what number do you see? How many 100 flats? 4. How many 10 sticks? 0. How many units? 2. Remember, we need a place for each number. If we just thought we saw how many 100 flats? 4, and then we just wrote 2, is this picture showing us 42 or 402? So be careful. If there are no 10 sticks, you have to put a 0 to hold that place until a 10 shows up. Okay? Now, let's stretch it out King Eglon style. How many hundreds did we see? Let's write his whole name, 400. Plus, did we have any 10 sticks? No. So we can just write a 2. His expanded form looks like this, 400 plus 2. All right, let's try another one. All right, what do you see? How many 100 flats? Sorry, he's not very flat. He's not my best work. 1. How many 10 sticks? 1, 2, 5. How many units? 0? Okay, well, I just won't write it down. So that picture shows 15, right? No. If there are no units, we have to put a 0 to hold that spot, until a unit shows up. So this picture shows 150, not 15. Okay, so how would we write that in expanded form? We're going to write the 100 plus 50. Are we done? We are, because look, no units. Okay, so that is how we do expanded form. That's if you have a picture. What if you just have a number? Let's take a look at some numbers. And what about 200? What about 209? Oh, I don't want to do him yet. Don't look there yet. Look away. Look away. I'm going to start with this one. 582. How do you think we write 582 in expanded form? If we were in class, we would probably have a piece of scrap paper and try and write it out, and then we might double check together. So if you want to pause and get a piece of scrap paper and practice writing this expanded form and then double check with me, you can. That would be fantastic. But 500, so pause and go get that if you want to. 582, we're going to stretch him out. 500 in his whole self looks like that. 500 plus 80 plus 2. I mean, you hear it in his name. 582. 582. 582. That's his expanded form. We stretched him out. Okay? Let's look at 913. 913. What do you think his expanded form would be? You hear it in his name, 900, so we'll write that. Now, do you think 13 is going to trick you? Tricky teenager. But how many 10s do we have? 900 plus 10 plus 3. See, everybody has a spot. 913. 900, the 10, 3. 913. All right, let's try 460. 460. You hear it in his name. 400 plus, yeah, you hear it in his name, 60. There it is. 460. 460. Did he trick anybody? No, not us. Let's try another one. Another one. How about this? Where is my paper? Okay. 209. You hear it in his name. 200. Write him out in expanded form. Plus, do we have any 10s? No. So we don't have to write it here. 200 plus 9, and we're done. Say it with me. 209. 209. Okay, let's look at our next friend. 57. You hear it in his name. What's his expanded form? 50 plus 7. 57. Expanded form. Stretch him out, King Eglon style. And the last one, 800. Well, last one on this page. I have so many more for you. You have no idea. 865. What do you hear? 800 plus 860. 865. 865. Did he trick anybody? I didn't think so. Now, these are written in expanded form, and we're going to turn them into a regular number. What do you see? 500 plus 20 plus 7. Or his name is 527. So we can turn this expanded form into his regular number. 527. 527. Everybody had a job. Okay, what about this one? 300 plus 80 plus 6. Let's find out. 300 plus 80 plus 6. Did you hear it? Did he trick anybody? 386. 386. And the last one on this page, 600 plus 8. He might be a little tricky. Let's listen. 6 for the 600. 608. Ruh-roh. What can we put there? Do we have any 10s? 600 plus, are there any 10s? No. But we need somebody to hold the spot till the 10s get there. 608. You'll have to put a 0 because this is where the 10s should be. And you can see in our expanded form, there are no 10s. Because if you just picked 6, if you just did the 6 and the 8, what number is that? 68. But we know this says 600, so this cannot be right. 608. Good job. All right, now, we're going big time. We're going big. We're going big. These are, what do you think? Can you tell? Yeah, that's the 1,000 cube, or my best effort at drawing the 1,000 cube. Okay, so if we wanted to see this as a regular number and an expanded form, how do you think we could write this in expanded form? What do you think? Well, how many thousands? 2. How many hundreds? 1. Thousands, hundreds, tens, ones. There's a comma here because he's so big you have to rest a little bit. How many 10 sticks? 1, 2, 3. How many units? 1, 2, 3. Secret number is 2,133. Now, if we want to write it in expanded form, you'll notice that 2,000 needs how many zeros behind it? 2,000, woo, plus how many hundred flats? Plus 100 plus 30 plus 3. Woo, that is one fat King Eglon. He is really expanded or stretched out. 2,000 plus 100 plus 30 plus 3 equals 2,133. Let's try another guy. Dun, dun, dun. How many 1,000 cubes do you see? 1. How many 100 flats? 3. How many 10 sticks? 1. How many units? 2. What is this number? 1,312. Or if we wanted to stretch it out, King Eglon style, expanded form, we have to write 1,000. Remember, the 1,000 has 3 digits behind it, or 3 zeros to show 1,000, plus 300 plus 10 plus 2. All right, this is called expanded form. Why don't you share with mom or dad something you have learned in math today, either maybe a little bit from lesson 83 in our fractions, or in lesson 84 in expanded form. All right, so those are math lessons 83. Oops, I already did 83. This was math lesson 84. And see you later.